Good evening and welcome to our Vespers service. We are so grateful that you have joined us here tonight, and we're glad that we can gather in this way in these unusual times. And we're going to light our chalice today with these words from my colleague Deborah Kerr. Here's our chalice. In our times of difficulty, we may find the courage to look into the experience of our suffering. When it passes, as it surely will, may we find a true pearl, a true grace, or a graceful flower growing out of the muck, decay, and mud. May we find that we emerge from these experiences more whole, more free, more open to beauty, truth, and grace. May we find that we are stronger in the broken places of our lives. And on this particular day, when once again the events of our nation were dramatic, I just invite us to come into this space and just breathe and just be present and just allow ourselves to be truly in this moment now, which is a moment of connection and a moment of peace. Welcome to Vespers. We're glad that you're here.
Welcome, welcome, and it is my honor to get to sing with you tonight. The song is called Resilient. I am resilient, I trust the movement, negate the chaos, uplift the negative. I'll show up at the table again and again and again. I'll close my mouth and learn to listen. Whoa, 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 These times are poignant, the winds have shifted. It's all we can do to stay uplifted. Pipelines through backyards, wolves howling up front. Yeah, I got my crew, but truth is what I want. Realigned and on point, power to the peaceful, prayers to the waters, people at the center, all vessels open to give and receive. Let's see the system brought down to its knees. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 I'm made of thunder, I'm made of lightning, I'm made of dirt, yeah, I'm made of the fine things. My father taught me that I'm a speck of dust, and this world was made for me, so let's go and try our luck. I've got my roots down, 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 down deep. I've got my roots down, 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 down deep. I've got my roots down, down, down. I've got my roots down, down, down. So what are we doing here? What has been done? What are you gonna do about it when the world comes undone? My voice feels tiny and I'm sure so does yours, but put us all together, make a mighty roar. up at the table again and again and again. I'll close my mouth and learn to listen.
It is our practice each week to gather together and to share words and share music, and this is our opportunity to do that. And our theme for tonight is persistence. It was actually supposed to be our theme for last week, but we ended up needing to be more persistent last week. So we are continuing in our theme of persistence, and I invite you to join with me in these words in your heart, or however you would wish to do so. Read along if you like. What is the spirit of persistence? What is at its heart? How can we be persistent in our belief that we create a better world, action by action? How can we be persistent in growing our understanding that we are each deserving of that better world? What is the spirit behind persistence? What allows us to breathe and then to turn once more to the work before us? How do we persist and thus continue to love, to play, to laugh, to dance, to sing, to learn, to grow? How do we lean into more when we would rather stay enough? How do we celebrate the fruits of persistence and decant its special nectar for the times ahead when we can use its energy and its resources? How do we honor the quiet, persistent spirit of life and love? And now I invite you to join with us in singing. Our first song for singing together is Gathered Here, and we're grateful to Jo for her work on these songs.
Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near.
And I invite you into the spirit of affirmation and offering, by which we mean a chance just to affirm ourselves for being present and also to offer ourselves into this circle of community. These are our words for tonight. I invite you to join with us. When we meet hate with love, when we take up unfinished tasks from other days, when we keep trying when we do not succeed, when we reach inside for resources we have only just learned we have, when we offer our own heart encouragement, when we allow ourselves to laugh and celebrate when we can, when we do not give up our call to affirm and not to shame, When we sidle up to the possible and let the impossible go with less regret. When we reach out when we want to retreat. In all these ways, we embody the spirit of persistence. And so we journey in this manner, move by move, into a better day. Let's sing together.
Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned, circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned, circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned, circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned, circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children. Keep the circle whole.
And this is the time in our gathering each week where we create a space for us just simply to be with our spirits and to touch base with that frame that is larger than ourselves, even if it's just lengthening our breath for a few minutes, which is something on these days. So we're going to enter into that spirit, and I'm going to invite us to just take a few moments with some images first before we turn more inward into our own hearts and minds. And I invite us on this theme of persistence to think about what it is in our life that we are having to keep journeying towards, what it is that we are looking for that might be elusive, what it is that we want to have more of in our life, what it is that we are wanting to keep moving towards, whether it's beauty or connection, like those images in our song just now, whether it's a sense of making a difference, or whether it's just a sense of peace and calm But whatever it is that we need to move towards in these times, let us begin in this moment by taking some time to give ourselves permission to name it and to remind ourselves that we have the resources to continue to persist. We're going to enter into silence now, which will end with the ringing of the bell. And I invite you to find your breath in that time and to simply enjoy our chance to be here, persisting in our community.
to be hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us, so lift me up to the light of change. I am open and I am willing, for to be hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us, so lift me up to the light of change. I am open and I am willing, for to be hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us, so lift me up to the light of change. I am open and I am willing, for to be hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us, so lift me up to the light of change.
I'll invite you to unmute yourself and join in the cacophony as we read our closing words of persistence today. Here we go. Success is not
the
failure.
a failure.
It's the
It's
persistence through
failure.
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 By Aisha Tai.